Quit talking about it and bring it. 36, 36. Here we go. Check.
They'll run on first down. Spence. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Darnold now to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
High 7.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check, 45 to Mike. Man, 80. 45.
Hey, exit.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw is Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Right there, 56.
Let's convert.
Kill. Slam.
Following the interception, Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Caught by Jones. And he spins past him and into space. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Jameis now on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. You draw quarters. Get ready.
On first down, Spence. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, seam six.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a first down carry by Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Winston now from the 50. And his throw is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing on second down. Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Here's Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Darnold now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Spence, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Check 37. Check 37. Lady. Check Mike.
Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
45.
On first down, Spence. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On second and 11 now. Darnold is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, here's second and 14. Here's Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third down, Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
You got nothing to that. You got nothing. Check.
They'll try the left side. Spence. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Darnold. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
45.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
They can't hang with us. 45's the mic.
Hey, Delta.
Yeah. Red 80. Hey, switch gears. The red 80.
6-6. Bullet high. Go.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
56, right there, 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the pass.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Go.
Screen. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 12, and they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum. Great play.
And now look at him go. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Second down and goal. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. On third down, Spence. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And whatever adjustments they made at intermission, they're working because the first half they didn't look so hot. Now they seem to be clicking.
And you know me really well, partner. A lot of the time I like to downplay the idea of adjustments. Maybe it's just they executed better. But in this case, I think you're right on to something. They look so much sharper, so much better. They obviously saw something they needed to change, and they did exactly that.
Change is working right now. On first and 10, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Darnold completes it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. The play fake, and it's Darnold. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Ready?
Darnold now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This for a 4th quarter lead. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Man, it is a cruel game sometimes, as evidenced by that kick right there.
Yeah, this game has no remorse at times, does it? I have a feeling that when this left his foot, he thought he'd given his guys the lead. But that ball just kept moving on him. And in the end, you heard the sound, and he's denied by the goalposts.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
You ain't doing. Wait,
56. got it, son. 56 to Mike, boys. Here we go.
Winston. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick it up, guys. Waiting.
To throw is Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Hey, Charlie.
52's Mike.
On first down, it's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
52's the Mike. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Now Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big run there by Jones. 41 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Ready, blue ready. 2 times. Keep 39.
And they take a knee. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to